Hi everybody. This video I'm going to talk a little bit about uncontested divorce and how um, a mom that's going to be a single mom can make it through it. Divorce is one of the most stressful situations to go through. Um, some say that it's as bad as going through a death of a family member. It can be that stressful. But at the end of the day, you know what? Life goes on, a new chapter begins, and you have to be strong. So this video is really that I'm talking to the women out there because I am a woman. I was a single mom for a long time. I got married and it didn't work out. And by the grace of God, I made it through that relationship. And unfortunately, I didn't really listen to the signs of what was coming down towards me uh, until it was almost too late. But sometimes you're in situations where you're surrounded by secrets and lies, and it's difficult when because you're surrounded by secrets and lies, and you start, beating yourself up, so to speak. Why didn't I know this? Why didn't I know that? And the deceit and you know, the contentment for stuff that a lot of it had nothing to do with you. It had to do with the other person. But you know, I had um, I've had a lot of things happen to me in my life. I was beaten by a babysitter. My father molested me. I had my kids with not a good guy, and he said, "If you leave me, I'm gonna make it as hard for you as possible." And he ended that with which I'm not going to repeat the word that he called me, but sometimes what happens is you have an adult, but they have the mindset and the knowledge and the education of a grade 10, somebody in grade 10. They come out of school and they don't, they come out of high school and they don't evolve. They're not cultured. They don't educate themselves, and that could be done. Like, I went to college. I went to college twice. I didn't graduate college, but I went to college twice. Um, and I took some business course, some law, and anyway, so the majority of the the information that I acquired was through um, books like Rich Dad Poor Dad by Robert Kiyosaki, Think and Grow Rich by Napoleon Hill, The Power of Intention, um, The Intelligent Investor by Warren Buffett. And I got online and I studied and I researched and I taught myself about marketing and advertising, and I just started to climb, the mountain that we all have to climb. The thing is, here's the thing, women, is that when you're going through a divorce that you both agree, like, look, this is just not going to work out, and we don't have a lot of money to fight it out in court. There's really not a lot to fight over, so we're going to have an uncontested divorce. We're going to just figure out, excuse me, we're going to sit down and figure out the terms of the separation, and we're going to put it to paper. We'll have it notarized. You can go to a notary and get something notarized quite cheap, and sometimes the courts don't even require you to get that, um, to have it notarized. It's a good thing to have, and but as far as women go, like, you could start a driving school. I did it when I was a single mom. I took the driving course. It's less than a month. Pardon me, I think I'm gonna sneeze. I have to stop the video. Excuse me. Pardon me. I'm really sorry. I'm really sorry. I apologize. I want to keep going because I'm kind of on a roll with this information for you. Anyway, people sneeze, we move on. So I took the driver education course because When you own a driving school, what you're doing is you're providing a service to people that need to get their driver's license to get a job. So it's not like you're out making cupcakes and they're like, maybe I'll have a cupcake, maybe I won't. People need their driver's license. Well, they need it for freedom, but they need it to make money. Like, they need to drive to work, and sometimes their actual job is driving, whether it be a career or, and you could even grow that into offering class 1 instruction. You don't have to do the instruction yourself. You can hire instructors. You don't even have to be an instructor to own a driving school. You can just hire them. But I think it's good to get a real good grasp on what's going on. Um, so you can go to tightwadmarketing.com, and that will help you with your marketing efforts. I actually offer search engine optimization um, services, which means that you get a website together, and no matter how good the website is, I don't do design of a website. I'm a search engine optimization services company, which means that is the process that's going to allow your customers to find your website online. Sometimes you can pay a lot of money to companies to get to come up on search results, and you're not even on the first page, and the first page matters. But I know how to do it. That you don't have to pay Google's advertising rates. It doesn't Sometimes it does sound like a lot, but these big companies make their money on volume. Like Walmart makes their billions on volume. It's not one particular store. They kind of eat away at your money. So if you can get on to Google first page without having to sustain the Google advertising monthly rates, that's probably a great thing for you, I would say. So if you went to Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Help.webs.com, you could see some of the services that I offer. But you could also search, for example, uncontested divorce in BC and see who comes up. And you'll see that I come up on that page a couple of times on the first page. And if you look at the top of the page, you'll see a very faint like a different color of the ads. That means that when there's a blue hue on the ad, that means people have paid for that. But you'll notice that there's not on me, because I don't have to pay for that, because I know how to do that. And that's the service that I offer. But so the internet is the game changer, right? It really is the game changer. So for women out there, the first thing is, if you have, I really believe that, and I'm saying this very seriously, because having spent a lot of time in the States and Canada, one of the big differences is, like, there's God on a micro level. Which means you'll see a lot of churches around, there's a lot of networking around, a lot of helping. They get that. They accept God in their life, and they understand that God is going to help you, and God should be the first man in your life, because he's not out to slaughter you like some of these guys do that are out there cheating and hurting and criminal activity. And they're not all like that, but I'm just saying some of them that have given up, that they're as good as they get at 20. They haven't gotten any better. They don't pick up books, they don't listen to educational videos, they don't try to figure out the puzzle. So the formula is as follows. If you're connected to God, you'll understand that things take time, but he's going to help you. He's going to bring the people into your life. You have to go in the direction of your dream. So if you have a dream that involves, like, okay, I want to go travel, I want to have a nice condo, I want to have some nice furniture, I want to be able to buy myself some nice clothes, you can achieve this by going in the direction of starting your own driving school and hiring staff, and it's like you can create through your marketing, through your advertising, through your website development. And you network by asking people for help that have the specialized knowledge that you don't do. You can't be everything to everybody, right? You're still, a daughter to somebody, you're still a mother to somebody, you're still a friend to somebody. But I think that it's important for women to take the time really to connect to God and to be strong, and just keep on pushing through to have um, your own way of providing for the things that you want in life. Now, other things that, I went through an uncontested divorce myself, and I have business acumen, but the greatest gift that we all have is common sense. You have common sense. I have common sense. You know, so what you can do is, Google some of the terms that you're not understanding as you go along, and you hear some things and you're like, what does that mean? What does that mean? Become thirsty for knowledge and make the effort. For example, sometimes going through divorce, most times, is very stressful. So what you can do is you can go to the nearest rec center, nearest Y, and ask if they have if you're on low income. Uh, and it's bad things are temporary. It's not going to be like that forever, right? So you can call them. You don't have to go there, but you just call them. Do you have a low income? You can go on their website. Do you have a low income um, credit? And they'll ask you what paperwork you need to provide. And you can call 311 if you need some help with food, or 211. You can call St. Vincent de Paul if you need some help. Call your local church. I would strongly suggest go to church on Sunday, hear the Word of God, hear what the priest is saying. God is the strongest force in the universe. Somebody made the first cat that purrs, that makes you laugh, that cuddles with you, that, you know, um, just does your funny things to make you laugh. That was God. Like, God, I'm saying this because sometimes people in Canada, they're like, oh, I think I heard of that guy before. It's not like in America, everybody will talk about God. Not everybody, but a lot of people will talk about God. They just get it. That's why America is the free leader of the world. They network, they accept God, they understand time, they understand that there's hope and that there's good when I go in that direction. It's your responsibility to go in the direction of your dreams. And don't give up. If you go to Joanne's Uncontested, you can actually, I have another site. It's Joanne's reidealboard.webs.com, and look, just read about Joanne's client. What it is, there's a list of resources. There's a list of videos that I've listened to from the wealthiest, richest people in the world, and I've uploaded them on that site for you. I know all that stuff because this is what I do in my spare time for years. So you can imagine the stuff that I listened to that was just not, it was very redundant and not, relevant even sometimes. So I've saved you a lot of time if that's some things that you can do. Um, So, if you do need help with facilitation of an uncontested divorce, you can email me, Joanne's Uncontested Divorce Help at gmail.com, or search engine web optimization. I do consulting if you need some consulting with starting your own company. But those are some, basic resources that are out there that can help you if you have been if you have any, like if you have a disease, or if you have mental illness, or you can apply for a disability, and if you get denied, there's a place usually in the community that can help you. I heard this lady said she went to sources in Newton and Surrey, BC, and they help people that if they get denied. um, So those are just some resources. There's help out there. You got to keep pushing on, and don't stay in a bad situation. It takes time to emotionally get over something, but you got to be emotionally strong. Just listen to the writing on the wall, because you don't want to get hurt, right? You just, there's deal breakers in relationships. Know what yours are. Be strong. Move on. Okay, bye.